Oh, I'm feeling better than ever.
You all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Are you racist?
Am I what?
Whether you think of these people now, why? Why you stay
She
here?
said, are you racist?
Am I racist?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a racist. Why do you ask that?
Well,
Why is it that people who stand up for America and who want to protect our own borders, why are we always trying to be backed up with the racist thing? I'm standing here with a black man. If I was a racist, this is my brother right here.
That's a dumb question to ask. You're asking that question so you can use it on your program to make him look like a racist. Why don't you ask me, am I racist? Because I'm black, right? I love America too, and I think these illegal aliens need to be shipped back to their country. So why is that racist? You're a racist for asking him that question.
Thank you, Jesse.
And you're only doing it because he's white, and that's what you're going to show on your report tonight. You shouldn't play that kind of game. That's a dumb question.
Shame on you.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
This bill says if you get married while gay or lesbian to another gay or lesbian, you're going to prison for the rest of your life. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that in my country. In my country.
You think that's a fair punishment? The life in prison to get married?
Sir, I think that what we do not understand here is, in Africa, sodomy is an abomination.
There's a common theory that the people who have the biggest problems with gays and lesbians have themselves struggled with homosexual urges.
No.
Have you ever?
No. That means everybody who fights terrorism is themselves a terrorist.
Are you comparing homosexuality to terrorism?
It is sexual terrorism.
Do you ever worry that you're whipping up hatred in a way that could end up being violent?
I don't worry about whipping up hatred. Actually, what I worry is that people like you who seem to hear what I'm saying, but they don't seem to understand. I worry that networks of televisions are controlled by homosexuals. It's offensive to me.
It's only white people equating slavery to owning an abortion. Not once have I heard one black or woman of color.
Faith, do you want to come up here? Because apparently color matters.
I would like to hear from a woman of color why
sure,
that
Faith,
is racist.
Come on up here. Why are you pro-life, Faith?
I am pro-life because life begins in the womb at conception. Our personhood, our rights should not be based on having to be human plus something else. That's exactly what happened with slavery, where we were told that you have to be human plus not black. And now we're saying that you have to be human plus a certain age, or human and in a different location. And so really what abortion is age-based discrimination.
Black people weren't seen as humans. They weren't seen as human beings.
As a black woman and as a person who got my degree in biology, life does begin at conception.
When we came over here in slave ships, was that racism?
No.
That wasn't racism?
He just playing.
Why do you say that?
Show we on, yo?
Why do you say that was racism?
To capture and force people to go somewhere that they don't want to go.
And who were the racists promoting that, doing that? Who were the people doing that?
The so-called white man.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
Black people were sold into slavery by blacks, wealthy, to the Arabs. It was the Arabs who sold the blacks across the world. It wasn't white people who just tiptoed over to Africa and just bought took white folks. They were being sold by other black people. Is that racism for black? And they're still doing that today in parts of Africa where blacks are enslaved by other blacks and Arabs. Is that racism?
Every black person is not the same.
Is that racism?
Okay, so you wanna justify.
Do you have questions for me before we run out of time?
Yeah, are you a man?
Yes. How about you?
Yeah, definitely. Why haven't you chosen to have a woman to be a head over your woman?
Why wasn't I chosen to?
No, why haven't you chosen to do that?
It wasn't in God's plan for me yet. Doesn't mean it would never happen. But I literally thought that I would grow up and have 10 kids. That was my plan. I wanted to get married, have 10 kids. Unfortunately, I had one out of wedlock. And I didn't want to do that again because my son ended up suffering, not having me there. And so I didn't want to, if I couldn't do it right, I'm not going to do it.
You feel alone?
I feel alone?
Do you feel alone with black people? Do you feel connected with black people?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't feel connected to any people.
Me either.
I'm connected to God, and there are people who believe in God and children of God that are my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
But I don't feel connected, I don't feel disconnected. What's wrong with the blacks?
Just in general,
Yeah.
With every black person or the black community?
Not all, but most black people.
I would say that you probably know more than me because you're black.
Do you ever see any blacks?
Yeah, I have a couple black friends. Most of them are African American.
Are they like white acting black or are they black?
What do you mean? If they're white and black?
Do they act like white people?
I have black friends who are also African American.
How can that be?
They are black and African American.
But how you can't be both?
Why not?
How can you be both?
They were just born like that.
What do you mean?
You know, I say, are you black? They say, I'm black. But if I say, are you African American? They say, I'm African American. They're both.
But if you're black, right?
Okay.
You're born in America, so you'll be American black. And then now
you're saying they're not African.
Now you're saying that they're African and they're black and they're American.
That's just what they tell me.
But I can't work many hours because of my anxiety.
You have anxiety?
Yes, I do.
What causes anxiety for you?
Lots of things.
Like what, for an example?
Anything that doesn't agree with me, basically, or see things the way I do and see the good in things. That I just think that society is lost and just a bunch of hateful bullies.
She's turned you into a woman.
I am not a woman, Jesse.
Yeah, you act like one because you're afraid. You're beta.
No, you're a beta.
No. You're a beta, Michael.
No,
beta.
You are a beta. I am a normal man. You're a beta man.
No, you're not normal. I could think of many words to call you. Normal is not one.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
Did you vote for the Great White Hope?
You calling Donald Trump the Great White Hope?
That's right.
Okay, the big orange disaster is what I call him. Yeah.
Did you vote for him, first of all?
No.
Do you want to be forgiven for what you've done in the past? Because that's not who you are today?
No, that is who he is today. That is
Are you the same person today as you were in the past?
I'm not.
But why?
I'm not.
Why is it that you're not, but he can't change?
He hasn't shown change. So why do you love this man? What does this man do? Do you like black people? What did your black skin ever do to you?
Why
Mr.
are you asking me that? Well, haven't I shown I love black people?
You have shown that you strongly despise black people.
By doing what?
Saying stuff like the Great White Hope.
I have T-shirts that says the Great White Hope.
But I gotta ask you a question.
Also,
please.
listen, you didn't know this about me. I call Obama the fallen messiah. He's married to Big Mama, and he's afraid of his wife.
Mr. Peterson.
Have I seen a KKK member?
Have you seen white supremacies?
I've seen Donald Trump.
Have you seen white supremacy?
Have I seen racism?
You're not answering my question.
White supremacy is a concept. How would I see it?
It's not real?
It's a concept.
So it's not real?
It's not a fungible item.
So how do you know that it exists then?
How do I know that a concept exists?
Yes.
Well, you can study it.
White supremacy.
People say they are.
So you're mixed with white. Your mother is white. Would that make half of you a white supremacy?
No.
Why not?
White supremacist doesn't mean white person.
What does it mean?
It means someone who believes that white people are superior.
And you believe that?
Do I believe that white supremacism means...
No, do you believe white people are superior?
No.
You don't believe white people are superior?
No.
Do you know other blacks who believe that white people are superior?
Yeah.
White people are sick of the black people. Everybody.
You said sick of dogs on them? What'd you say?
I said that white people are sick of the blacks. Did you know that there were, I think, something like 4,000 blacks who owned slaves?
4,000 blacks who own slaves?
In Kentucky or one of those areas.
What source is that? No, what's your source?
You didn't know that?
No,
huh?
what's the source?
All your little black supremacy book. You didn't look that up.
No.
You believe that racism exists?
Yes.
And what is racism?
So racism is the unfair treatment of one group of people based on their race, or the belief that one group of people is inferior solely based off their race. So
you are racist for believing that black people are superior to others?
For saying that we have superior resilience.
Are you a racist for believing that black people are superior to all other races, you said?
No, I'm not racist.
But you just said that was racism.
No, I said